Welcome back to Coffee Rhetoric. I am your lofty host, Tiffany J, and I just wanted to come in with a few quick thoughts. Mostly one quick thought because we all know what everybody's buzzing about, but I'm going to get to that in one quick second. Before I start, I just wanted to get something off of my chest right quick. I'm just going to graze over it, but I watch a lot of YouTube, and I spend a significant amount of time just kind of surfing the internet, not just in the YouTube space, but on other social media platforms and what have you. Um, it really makes me cringe listening to how other Black people call themselves trying to unpack colorism. It's very cringeworthy to hear um, how some of my folk do that. Actually, more cringeworthy than it is listening to white people clumsily talk about racism and things like reverse racism. It's more so because you would think that given our history and what have you, we would have a better understanding of how colorism works and would have the capacity to unpack it in the range. But unfortunately, Black people don't have the range to really and truly unpack colorism the way it should be unpacked. A lot of Black people don't have not even a casual or working understanding um, of how colorism functions beyond surface level shit like oh, you're just jealous and this, that, and a third. It is very cringeworthy and disappointing to listen to. Also,
And I know when that line blink, that can only mean one thing.
Also, can y'all stop referencing the effing Willie Lynch letter? There is no Willie Lynch letter. That whole thing was proven to be a hoax. Black scholars and educators and historians have already debunked the fact that there is no Willie Lynch letter. I'm a person that values legitimate information and sources. I'm a person that values data and actual facts. Like if you're going to talk about colorism and featureism, unpack the facts as they are. Stop referencing the Willie Lynch letter because it's not real. Now, the things that were alleged to be in the letter may very well be real. The system of white supremacy and the thing that birthed colorism, and then that some people uh, happily wave the flag for because they love to perpetuate it against other Black people. If you're going to unpack colorism, just unpack it with the facts and with legitimate historical shit that's been documented as being real, the factuals. There's no legit historical reference for a Willie Lynch letter or for a Willie Lynch. It just didn't happen. It's already been debunked. And one of the things that kind of raised a red flag for a lot of scholars and historians is the fact that, the Willie Lynch summit supposedly took place what in the 17th century sometime, but the person who concocted the hoax, wrote the letter using a lexicon that is much later than the language that would have been used to write that fraudulent as document.
That's the fact, Jack! That's the fact, Jack!
So anyway, this is something that I really, really want to rant and rave about and delve into. And I feel like I would love to have a live stream about it, actually. I want to do a live stream about Black people, colorism, the way Black people do and don't understand colorism, and the Willie Lynch letter hoax. Yeah, I think I'm going to schedule a live stream. I'm not sure when, but I would like to. If you're someone with some sense who would like to participate in that discussion, maybe I'll drop a link. But either way, look out for that rant and rave coming to a live stream near you. So anyway, let's get to the elephant in the room real quick, because I got to go and I got things to do. So everybody's talking about the fact that Will Smith Philly slapped Chris Rock across his goddamn mouth.
Oh, I can't stand the wailing of women.
In front of a live televised audience in front of the world. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin with this, and I don't have much time, but I'm going to try to hit as many points as I can in a few minutes. One thing about the Oscars is that I don't watch them. I tend to not watch most award show because they're boring and redundant and full of shit and very political. But in any event, I do follow the news that comes out after the award shows like the Oscars, like what people were wearing, the impactful speeches, what Black person or person of color made history or won something or got shafted, whatever. But anyway, so a couple of noteworthy things happened at the Oscar. First of all, Will Packer was the first Black producer, was the first Black man to not only produce the Oscars, but he led an all-Black production team. So all Black people this year were responsible for making the Oscars happen. Very noteworthy. The entire production team was Black, but that got overshadowed by the Philly slap heard around the world. 1 second. Let's prepare better next time, shall we? But yes, so that history-making moment was overshadowed by the Philly slap. Also, Will Smith won his first Oscar ever, but the fact that he slapped the piss out of Chris Rock, the fact that that was his first Oscar ever, was overshadowed too. Now, I've heard a couple of different commentaries about what transpired at the Oscars. And some of it makes sense, but listen, I'm kind of rambling with no notes, just off the cuff, so bear with me here. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't even know where to begin, but I don't know where that moment came from or what prompted Will to finally Philly slap Chris Rock. But from the little bit of research that I did do, it seems like this may have been a long time coming, that this isn't the first dig that Chris Rock has taken at Jada Pinkett Smith.
Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. Jada's mad her man, Will, was not nominated for Concussion. I get it. Tell the truth, I get it. You get mad? She said it's not fair that Will was this good and didn't get nominated. Yeah, you're right. It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West.
And the few times that he did come for Jada Pinkett Smith, Will, they weren't even in the room. But I wish I can sit here and say, oh, I don't condone violence. I don't condone violence. I really don't. And I do feel like people should keep their damn hands to themselves. But I'm also not a pacifist.
Order your man to step aside or there will be violence.
I choose violence.
And I'm also, I'm not mad at the fact that Chris Rock got the taste slapped out of his mouth in front of a bunch of people. Now, one things that I've heard several Black people talking about is, oh, I can't believe Will Smith did that in front of an audience full of white folks and this, that, and the third. Who gives a damn? I cannot stand respectability politics. And it's almost like you watched white people act a fucking fool for the last 4 years, not even on a national stage, but on a global scale, when we had that one administration in office that held the country hostage for those. They're acting the fool now. They acted a fool on January 6th. Give me a break with the respectability politics. That's number one. Number two, nobody cares that it happened in front of white people. Black people, here's a tip. Remove yourself from the judgmental white gaze. Remove yourself from the white gaze. Take that burden off of yourself and live a happier life. Okay? Life is so happy from under the white gaze. Try it sometime. But anyway, so let's take that point off, because it doesn't even matter that it happened in front of a specific demographic of people. Also, another thing that's been coming out in the news is that Jada Pinkett has a shaved head, and that she was diagnosed with alopecia. So she's been she's been grappling with alopecia. In any event, we've all come to recognize Chris Rock's brand of comedy. And a lot of the time, his comedy, he likes to but a lot of his comedy is, he likes to put his foot on black women's neck. He does. He comes for Black women a lot. He loves to come for Black women. And I just think there's something not all that nice to be said about a grown adult man who called himself doing a documentary on Black women in hair because his own daughter, according to him, was having some problems accepting herself and accepting her own unambiguousness as a young Black girl. He made the documentary Good Hair. So there's something to be said about someone who called themselves trying to unpack the politics of Black women in hair, but then you turn around and you publicly shame a Black woman for having a shaved head. And honestly, it doesn't even matter whether or not she has alopecia or not, but the fact of the matter is it was in poor taste. And, I guess Will Smith was just kind of like, hey, I'm here now, and keep my wife's name out of your mother effing mouth, he told him. So there it is. Apparently, according to P. Diddy, they've smoothed things over and they made up. But in any event, I suspect Chris Rock won't be hair shaming anybody else's wife or any other Black woman. And also there's so many components to this whole entire incident. Then there's the whole, this is how you stand up for Black women, protect Black women. I get that, but I get it, but I guess I'm just a jaded, cynical Black woman who's over the whole, protect Black women thing. And not protect Black women in general, but protect Black women as it relates to Black men's behavior. Personally, I don't want their protection. I want protection, but I don't want their protection because I don't want to have to beg a demographic of men who, you know, uh, hate Black women's guts and illustrate that every day by hopping online and with their antics and the things they do. I don't want y'all protection. I don't want no strange men's protection. I don't care. I don't want you to keep your protection. I don't care. But in any event, I probably could have worded that better, but we'll get into it at another time. But I'm just not someone who really cares one way or the other. And that's not me saying Black women don't deserve respect or protection or to be safe. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying protect Black women as it relates to a demographic of Black men who hate Black women. I don't want their protection. So a lot of people are taking the protect Black women approach to unpacking this incident. I just saw it as a man sticking up for his wife, was slapping the best way to probably do that. Probably not, but I'm not going to beat Will up too much about that. Again, Will probably Chris Rock probably won't be shaming any other Black women or any other Black wives, hair shaming them. Wow, there's just so many layers to this, but I get that argument, how people want to apply that to the whole protect Black women movement and what have you. Again, for once, a Black man was publicly took a stand, and I just looked at it as him standing up for a man standing up for his wife. I don't know. I do know because we all saw the reason why Will Smith hopped up on stage and pimp slapped Chris Rock, but I mean, internally, I don't know what was going on inside that emboldened him to do it in that manner. But that must have been roiling around inside of him for a while now. So he saw an opportunity and he took it. I also, I officially nominate that the term Philly slap be added to the Black American urban lexicon. On that note, I wish I could delve more into what happened, but I'm running out of time. Again, I'm not going to beat up on Will Smith for standing up for his wife. Yes, Chris Rock is a comedian, but sometimes comedians do go too far with their humor. I don't know if comedians have a line, but a lot of them, I guess, they can go too far. And I guess Will Smith was just fed up with Chris Rock for whatever reason coming for his wife, and that's that on that. Maybe we can unpack this some more when I go live, whenever that will be, hopefully sometime soon. What else? Nobody gives a flying fuck that it happened in front of a audience full of white people. Who cares? Stop worrying about what white people think. Stop trying to shuck and jive and perform for the white gaze and just be yourself. I'm not saying be all out here being reckless, being reckless with abandon and, just be trifling piece of ish. I'm just saying, stop with the respectability politics and just kind of learn how to set boundaries and draw lines and act in good faith for yourself and stop always trying to perform for people. who don't give a shit, because if they don't like you for being Black, they just don't like you. Okay. On that note, that's it. That's all. I'll be back. Again, this little video was all over the place. I wish I could have, talked about this, did a deep dive into this whole situation, the way I really wanted to and the way it deserves to be unpacked, but it is what it is. So, I don't know. Maybe Chris Rock learned a valuable lesson, maybe not. But again, I don't foresee him talking shit about any other Black woman's hair, at least for a little while. On that note, I'm going to get the hell out of here. And till next time, I'm done with my coffee. But anyway, until next time, I'm sorry that this live was all over the place. I promise I'll do better. Hey guys, this is a quick addendum to my very rushed and rambling video that I did earlier. Another thing that I wanted to note, sorry, I'm trying to get the light. Another thing that I wanted to note, another layer that I wanted to add to my commentary about Will Smith and the supposed slap heard around the world. And I say, I'm coming in with the whole supposed thing is because, you have people who also think that the whole entire scenario was staged, which, I think that's likely. I mean, I don't think that's impossible, or I don't think that that's something that's beyond the realm of possibility, because celebrity culture, the cult of celebrity, is not above putting on stunts and shows to make themselves or program pop. Staged or not staged, real stunts and show. I still think that it's unfortunate that, a couple of milestones took place at the Oscars that were overshadowed because of this incident. But either way, just really quick, another thing that I forgot to point out in my video because I was in a rush was that the fact that Will Smith wasn't escorted out of the venue or anything like that is a true testament to where he is as far as privilege, clout, money, whatever, because I don't think anybody else could get away with striking someone at an event like the Oscars without some repercussions, or I mean, I don't know if it's going to come down the pike, but without being fined or anything like that, and still be able to go up to accept his Oscar. So then you have this whole layer of class and privilege and things like that. Like I said, this whole event definitely has people talking, but par for the course, because comedians like Chris Rock, Black women are often the butt of their jokes. So whatever. And this is why I never took his documentary about good hair seriously, because there's a lot to be said, again, I'm repeating myself, about someone who makes a documentary about featureism and texturism and Black women and hair, and then you turn around and what do? You make fun of a Black woman's hair. Again, that's my 2 cents. I'm about to go eat some dinner and have some sparkling wine on a Monday. So, that's it. Bye.
then